Hey guys, so another episode of Three Things That Everyone Should Have. We are continuing the clothing line. Uh, as I've said previously, I have no sponsors right now, so everything I'm telling you is truly from my heart. So you can trust me, or you can't, whichever you want to do. This week we are doing bibs, and I've got one uninsulated pair and two insulated pair. I actually have three insulated pair, but one of them doesn't fit me. I'm only doing the uninsulated pair because I needed a third item. But it is something I think people should wear, should use, and everything. So we're going to start off. This is coveralls or bibs, whichever you want to call them. They're kind of interchangeable. And this is a Liberty brand since 1912. Bought these at Tractor Supply. I'm not going to put them on just because, well, you can't see me if I put them on. Pretty standard. Got two pockets, and then you got your chest pockets. And I love working in them. They're comfortable. They're flexible. There's lots of good videos on bibs and coveralls. They got couple thigh pockets, low thigh pockets like these. I'm not sure what their use is for, but I generally stick tape measures and such on them. Got the belt loop, and it's got two back pockets. So I actually prefer working in these than I do pants. They're very comfortable. I'm going to get several more pairs. And I wish more companies would actually buy bibs like this to work in. So many times that chest pocket is so perfect, but it's just one of those things. Only farmers wear bibs for some reason. These are not cold weather bibs. They don't fit real well for that. But these are very warm weather. And I guess if you got next size up, you could wear them for cold weather. It's very nice because pants don't stop. They cover your shirt in a way the wind can't go up your shirt and cool you down in cold weather. Same thing if it's hot weather and you need it, the wind can't get to you. So I highly suggest buying a pair of bibs. They're just so comfortable. Until you try it, it is hard to explain. So we're going to move on to the next set. I'm getting a drink first. So our next set is a pair my cousin gave me. If you watch my heavy coat and jacket episode, you will hear me talk about this because he also gave me that jacket. The AGO jacket. I'm sorry. And he gave me this at the same time, and these bibs fit me. I'm 6'2". My cousin is 5'5", 5'6". So makes you wonder why he had them, but I will try these on just because I like wearing them. They are Dubac since 1904. These are extra large tall, which fits. That's why they fit me so well. They are 300% polyester. Outside shell, inside lining, insulation. 300%. These are a Woodlands camo. Sorry, I just stubbed my toe. They're mossy oak. And zippers aren't bad. It is a double zipper. It does not have a fly zipper, so you got to just unzip and peel out. No big deal. Pockets, it's got pretty good chest. I guess that's belly pockets, really. And that's about it. It's got anything on the inside? Nope. Zipper down the side. And the zipper goes way up. I mean, it goes all the way up to here, right at my hip. And it's got a, I've always called it a wind fly, because it stops the wind from going in. And that's button it down. Same thing up here. Pretty nice. The only downside to this pair is, I'll get a little closer, the straps, the shoulder straps. They are elastic, very elastic. Boom. So when I first got them, when I'd start dun 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 walking, they bounce up and down my body. Now that I'm a little bigger, they don't do as much bouncing, but they I don't like wearing them now, because if I step, and to the point where I had to actually take the strap and tie a big knot, because it would also just loosen up like mad. But another thing I'm going to take to the seamstress and get fixed. Gonna get some, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But I love these. These are very warm. By themselves, 20 degrees to 35 degrees. Can't wear them outside of 35 degrees. That's understandable. They're bibs. They're insulated and they're thick insulation. Below 20, from 10 to 20 need a base layer. That's about it. From 0 degrees to 10 degrees, which by the way, I have hunted that. And I've hunted that here in Texas. You gotta have on a couple extra, you gotta have your base layer, your medium layer of long johns and such. But this combined with the AGO coat is a warm combination, and a great combination in reality. So obviously, since they're camo, only wear these hunting. Maybe if I need to walk around a little bit. Not much else I can say on them. When they go back to the seamstress, it's going to get a lot better for me. But I've got no complaints. These are 100% worth the money. I don't know if you could buy these anymore. See if I've got a model number. These are also made in China. Not a big deal. Not as big a deal. I'm not going to make it a deal. Now my final pair of bibs is Ridgecut, and another Casper, Wyoming purchase. And I have a pair of bibs before this. They were Carhartt. They're for someone who is just about 6'5" at the shortest. I'm 6'2". So if I was walking, I drag the bottom, and I hate that. I can't stand pants that do that. So I bought some new bibs while I was up there. I bought good bibs. And I spent about 45 minutes in the store making sure they were made in America. So Tractor Supply came out with a brand called Ridgecut. And from the research I've done, they own the brand, Ridgecut. No big deal. It's a really good brand. Comparable to Carhartt in every sense of the way. From my understanding, from what clothes I have, to everything. And so these are Sub-Zero bibs. Ridge cut. And these are 2XL. Actually, these aren't made in America. Huh. I swear when I bought these, they said made in America on the tag. Made in Bangladesh. Where the hell Bangladesh is. So that a little disappointed in that. But not an issue right now. They're warm. They're everything I want. The straps are good even though they got some stretch to them. They stay tight. I can tighten them. Only thing I'm having problems with is this one buckle here is apparently not very springy because that's supposed to be spring steel. Zipper, the front zipper. We having some problems here. There we go. Goes pretty far down, so you don't have to. You do have to unzip, but you don't have to peel. It's got 2 zipper pockets right here. I don't like zipper pockets that much. 2 warm pockets right there, just about where they normally are. And 2 pockets that go inside your bibs. Excellent. Really disappointed over the made in Bangladesh because I made a concentrated effort to buy the made in America ones. They do have made in America clothing, I believe. So, whatever. But they're great. They're warm. The week I bought these. What was it? The week? No, it was the week after I bought these because we went up to Casper, Wyoming. I bought these. We were there for 10 days. Came back for Christmas. And the 26th we were flying back up to Casper, Wyoming to finish the job. And that's the week it got a lot colder. Up in the air about 20 feet, 25 feet. It was, temperature was dropping. It started off right around 30 degrees. We had 20-mile-an-hour winds, not a big deal. And we had to take down some dust collectors. By the time we finished, temperature dropped to 12 degrees. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but that's a lot of cold. And the wind had started going up to 50 mile an hour. Luckily we got our work finished and I was 100% warm wearing this. Only thing I got cold was my gloves. Partially my fault. I didn't have a good liner glove, which I know I need now, in wearing my sorry, my dog's keeping all my stuff warm. My Wells Lamont gloves here. I had a pair of nitrile gloves underneath because it's something a couple people have told me you should do, and I was able to finish the work, but I had to go inside for about 20 minutes because my hands were so solidly frozen. My hands get cold real easy, my feet get cold real easy, and you might say, well, that's just everyone. That ain't everyone, that's just how I am. But no big deal there. Hold on, I gotta check something. Let's see, is this 300% polyester? Nah. The outside shell is 100% nylon. Pretty tough stuff. Inside liner, and the insulation polyester. So highly suggest Ridgecut brand. Love to get sponsored by them. Love all their clothing, love their pants. And I think that's about it for this video. We are actually kind of done with the cold weather series. I don't really want to do a long underwear episode just because I think that's kind of pointless. There's so much information on the YouTube if you want it. There's a dude, I love his channel because I kind of like watching this stuff. We'll see if I can pull him up real quickly. Carl Morosky. And he does clothing, is entirely clothing channel, does some other stuff, and he's very, very in-depth video. So he can tell you everything about these manufacturers, knows a lot about manufacturing of clothing and all that. He has I'm not going to do flannel shirts. I love flannel shirts, but this video he has of flannel shirts is so complete, I'm not sure I could give you a good one. But I'll just list off. So I buy a lot of my cold weather gear at Tractor Supply, Cabela's. Don't do Walmart a lot. Wrangler is a good brand. They have good clothing. They have good warm weather. And I almost bought a Wrangler insulated bibs up in Casper, Wyoming. The only difference is made in China. I know that doesn't make much difference now that I found this is not made in America, which pisses me off. But it is what it is. Ridgecut's brand, great brand. I highly suggest you buy it. Everything I listed today, stuff I use every time it gets cold. So make your own decisions. Don't buy something just because it's the brand name. Only buy it if it fits you well, if you think it will do the job you want it to do, and if it's priced appropriately. There's the episode with my wax cotton jacket. I've given that to my dad because it fits him better than it fits me. He's not allowed to get rid of it without my permission. But I'm going to buy a new one. That's about a $250 jacket. It'll last me my lifetime. Maybe then some, if I take care of it. Everything in this pile, because I have all my clothes piled up right here for some reason, will last me 5 years. The Wrangler hoodie will probably last me 5-10 years. Everything else I've had for 5 years minimum. A lot of this stuff I've had for 10 years. Some of it, no, I don't. But my windbreaker jacket is Columbia. It's from the 80s, I think, 80s or 90s. No clue how old it is. The Walls jacket is 30 years old, and you won't ever be able to buy another one like that. You'll buy a similar one, but that's a sample jacket, never produced. So that's kind of awesome. Never getting rid of that. So that's all I got for you on this stuff. If you are having problems with clothing or with some aspects of clothing, think about how you would want it made. Like, I've got an idea of how pockets should be made on pants, and I'm going to see about getting that fixed. See if I can talk to a seamstress. Talk to seamstress and I believe the male version is a seamster, or just tailors. Just talk to a tailor. Sometimes getting the perfect clothing, the perfect pair of pants, is worth the $200. I've got a video on pants. Spent cheap pants. If I buy cheap pants, which I'll call Blue Mountain because that's a brand from Tractor Supply, which is very cheap. I think it's $12, $14 for a pair of blue jeans. They last me about 2 months. 2 months, so that's 6, so 12 times 6. Yeah, 12 times 6. That's just about $100. So why shouldn't I just buy $100 pair? Or in that video I mentioned ridge cut pants, which I'm wearing right now. Ridge cut pants are $30 a pair, and I've got 2 pair that have lasted me 3 years doing my work. So the price is representative of quality. Whether you decide that quality is appropriate is up to you. So we're done with the clothing. The 3 things you need. We're done with the clothing section for a while. We will do some other stuff. And I've got some videos on testing Thermoset. I believe it's Thermi. I can't ever remember that. I know I didn't do real well in 8th grade English. I'm going to do a sock video. And if you could, just like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell strangers. And biggest thing is just keep watching. Help me get to the point where I can have a successful channel. So this is Logan signing off.